Family life is the reason these serfs seem so confident and cheerful. Their unruffled existences would make even a terror dog throw up its breakfast of half-chewed champions.
Terror dog? I don't think that's what they ended up calling those creatures. They're hellhounds, not terror dogs. Despite your mistake. Hello and welcome, my name is Buggerton at BoredGamer.co.uk and this is our retro romp into Dungeon Keeper. We are now on episode 11. It's level 11 and we've got a funny looking map. We've started off with a few rooms and quite a few creatures. We've got a few trolls, a warlock who's going to go and research. We've got a couple of bile demons, 2 lairs, 2 hatcheries, a training room, a workshop, a treasury, and a library. We've got some imps, and the word at the bottom is, if land had legs, this one would be on its knees. Its desperate inhabitants are preparing a full-scale invasion on your dungeon. It will be an ideal opportunity to practice unspeakable evil on a massive scale. Go for it, master. Now, I remember this really well from my childhood. This level is horribly difficult. You've got enemies coming in at you from 4 sides, and these 4 places are the only places you can acquire gold. In fact, we're going to go and try and acquire it from down here first. We're going to unlock this door. So we've got some traps, we've got some locked doors. Also going to dig out this area here, but we're going to build a few imps. And that's a wooden door down there, and I believe there's a trap behind it. We've got a new trap, the alarm trap. It will warn you of enemies' approach and summon nearby creatures to deal with intruders. It's like a call to arms. It's a call to arms trap. It's pretty cool. It's of limited use, so you know we won't worry about it too much this level. But realistically, I think this is the level where I sell our workshop because it's not doing anything for us. I just want our creatures to train. Now. We're going to dig out these tiles because we're going to want a bigger lair. We're also going to sell all of the internal doors for the money which they provide. We don't need the internal doors, they're not helping anyone. We do want the external ones, they are a great use. Oops, I accidentally sold one of those. I don't think we need 2 hatcheries, but we definitely need a bigger training room than the one we currently have. So I'm going to bash down these walls as well. Now then, we've got a door down here. We've got 5 bile demons that are minding their own business. They're going to smash this door down. There's going to be a trap on the inside and 2 dungeon specials. I'm going to use a silly imp to go and set off the trap. And he's going to get killed by it. Lovely. And you can see our first invaders approaching. So, this is the point where we build our training room slightly bigger, and we get all of our bile demons into it. We have 5 trolls that are now utterly superfluous. We don't need them. And there you go. We've got our enemy. We sped them up to deal more damage to them, so they're doing a better job of it. The heroes on this level drop gold. We've got 2 increased level spells. We're going to save them up for a bit later because this level does get really tricky. But that's the first direction which they came from, so we're going to use this opportunity to pilfer some of the gold that's around. Aha! And here they are. They're coming at us again. We're going to use our bile demons to... Okay, we're going to use our imp to try and claim this land.
Your creatures are under attack.
Okay, they're coming from the... They're coming from the east at the moment. But they're going to encounter that door. So we're going to drop these bile demons in. We're going to drop these demon spawn in as well. And they should dispatch those units pretty quickly. But as we've won another battle in this direction, we're going to take our opportunity to grab all of that gold. Going to put our bile demons back in the training room. We've got a dragon. He's going to train. And we've got a warlock. They're going to train as well. And here we go. We've got a couple of monks. No match for our bile demons, I think. Or our demon spawn. Demon spawn already pretty high level. See, the bile demons, pretty high base HP, even for level 1 creatures. So they are not really having any trouble whatsoever. I'm going to fill this area with lair, because we're going to get quite a lot of creatures. And that should be lovely. Which means we'll be able to get rid of our lair down the bottom.
Creatures are under attack. A new spell has been researched.
Turn it into...
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Actually going to turn this into a barracks. We don't really need a barracks,
Your
but...
creatures are falling in battle.
Right, where have we got creatures? We've got enemies in the treasure room. So... Bile demons and such, let's get involved.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
Okay, everyone is doing their job. That's pretty good.
Your creatures are attacking
Demon
the
spawn
enemy.
kicking everyone's head in. So our creatures aren't doing remotely a bad job of defending the place. We've got our warlocks. Our warlocks are nearly successful in acquiring all of the spells in the library. I think our library needs to be a bit bigger. So we need a few more imps, and
Your minions are winning a battle.
there we go. We've done a lot of damage early on. We've got quite a few high-level creatures. Well, not high-level, but there's a lot of gold being dropped on the floor by the heroes. So our imps should presumably be picking that up at some point. For now, I'm not too worried about it. We've got enough gold for now. Just going to grab one of these imps, get him to claim all these tiles. Okay, so where are we being attacked from? It's going to take them a little while to get through those doors, so I think we're going to kill the creatures on the left side of the map. In fact, we're just going to leave bile demons in training. Warlock in training. Dragons in training. And we've lost almost all of our demon spawn in this process. Okay, so they're all in training, so they repel the attack straight away.
Your minions are winning a battle.
These chaps coming through down the bottom. We're just gonna dump creatures on top of them, and that'll be hilarious.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Yeah, I know.
Your minions are winning a battle.
What are you gonna do with a lot of bile demons around you, Mr. Wizard? Perish. That's what. So we've lost our only warlock as well.
Your minions are winning a battle.
That's a good job, guys. This dragon is low on health. I'm going to get him out of the battle. And that area of effect gas attack from our bile demons is really, really strong. Where is the battle? Oh, there's more of them over here. So the attacks are frequent and terrible.
Your creatures are under attack.
You really got to be on it on this map.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Look at all this gold they're just dropping. They're dropping it in the treasure room. That's handy, isn't it? We've got another creature over here that needs seeing to. Give him some bile demons to fight. They're just going to fight all over him. And kill a few of our own imps. Not helpful, chaps.
Are winning a battle. Your creatures are under attack.
So I'm just going around picking up a lot of the gold and dropping it back in here. I'm gonna pick up our warlock and get him training. Dragons I want training as well because they're not high enough level yet. Eventually they'll become high enough level that they will be sustainable. Bile demons need to be trained. That dragon just leveled up mid-fight. Good job, bro. And
Your minions are winning a battle.
there we go. Won the battle. Got creatures in the training room. And I think we have a little bit of time to rest before the next battle is incoming. I want these warlocks to build their rooms so that they can go and train. You built your room, go and train. You built your room, go and train. So they're making the mistake of coming through into the main room. In fact, that's pretty much how it's going to be from now on. They're going to get through to the dungeon heart, and the creatures that are training will turn around and get involved in the fight. And then the creatures will go straight back to training, which is what we want. We don't have the heal spell at the moment, so tough luck, chaps. That's level another warlock down. Damn. So they're doing pretty well. We've acquired those 2 increased levels. We could have used them by now to make this easier, but I'm saving them up to make the rest of the level. We're going to get a bit of downtime at some point during the level where there are no creatures attacking us. It is not yet, as there are 2 creatures here still getting involved in the battle. But we should be seeing them off. And there we go. Go and heal up. And keeping an eye on the health at the bottom. There you go. Your annihilation of the first wave has met the approval of a pack of demons from the 5th plane of hell. Train your creatures and prepare for another battle. Lovely. So I've got my warlocks both training. Yeah, both warlocks training. I'm going to get all my dragons training. I'm going to get all my bile demons training. All our demon spawn died. So a few of the creatures are wandering off to go and rest because they've got so injured in the battles. And realistically, I'm not going to bother with any more research. We don't really need it. By the time the next wave comes, we should have some fairly decently leveled creatures. We've got a new. Oh, we've already had demon spawns, but I guess the rest of them died. Lovely. We do need a bigger training room. Damn. We don't need walls. What are walls for? Walls are for sissies. Come on, imps. Oh, we've got no imps. There's loads of gold all over the place. You cannot afford to train creatures. You can totally afford to train creatures. There's loads of gold all over the place. But I'm just going to pick up all the gold. All the gold. All the gold. And lovely, we've got an orc. An orc has wandered into the realm. That's some good defense, yo! Oh, we do need a bigger training room. Come on. Right, imps. Yeah, let's claim tiles. Claim tiles, claim tiles. Yes, yes, good imps, good imps. Okay, so we build our training room slightly larger, and then everyone can train in it, including all of you guys. Beautiful. Okay, so there we have it. We've got a lot of the gold being dug out. We've got dudes training. We've got all the rooms that are necessary. We don't need too many more than this. We unfortunately are going to need both of those hatcheries. Because we have so many bile demons. The enemy is upon us. I'm just telling you in case you were having a doze. Right, so the enemy has started coming in from the right. Right, they're now level 5, each of them. Level 6 monks and level 6 fairies. Ah, that's going to be tricky. The fairies are actually really powerful. Alright, we've got dragons that haven't been doing anything. And the rest of our creatures are mingling around not really wonderful levels. It says creatures are falling in battle. It's just imps. Right, that's it. We're using our increased level and we're going in for the kill. Fairies die really quickly, but they do a huge amount of damage. So we've gone straight for the leveling up of the dudes, and that means that our creatures are now really strong. Got these guys up here. We've got level 5 and level 6 dragons to deal with the enemy monks. So this should be absolutely fine. They should crush these dudes. And level 5 and 6 bile demons. This This is going to be, yeah, total annihilation. Easy victory. Absolutely fine with that. I don't mind them going to finish off the research now. And yeah, their melee attack is good, their fart damage is good. They're just crushing everything. So yeah, we've got this. I think we've got this, guys. We've got this. Stressful level. And, yeah, there we go. Right, we've got the cave-in spell. I don't know how powerful that is. Creatures attacking from the south. It's 2 priestesses, that's what they're called. Priestesses and fairies, both very powerful. And these are level 8, so they're going to be quite scary. They've got...
The Lord of the Land
oh, the Lord of the Land approaches already. So, the Lord of the Land comes with a level 8 fairy, a level 6 monk, it's level 6, a level 6 berserker, and a level 6 archer. So we're going to want to deal with these fairies first. And one of them made the fatal mistake of gust of winding the other one right into the middle of all of our creatures. There we go. We've crushed the enemy. And now our final assailants are here. Let's get everyone in the fight. And as you can see, we won that pretty easily. The Lord of the Land is here. The only reason this guy's survived longer is because he's running backwards. Not too tricky. Not too tricky once you know how. So, this room here contained the increased level dungeon specials. If you can survive long enough to get through the first wave of attacks and get all your creatures up to level 3 or 4, and then use the increased levels, so you've got level 5 and 6 creatures, the rest of the level should be pretty easy. You know, we didn't even cap out on creatures because we were still losing creatures quite late into it. But you know, that's just how things play out. So there are dungeon specials in the 4 corners of the map. I may possess an imp. Yes, this imp is level 3, of course. So I'm just going to go around the map and find the dungeon specials, find out what they are, tell you what they are, and then not bother using them, because none of them are anything we need. There'll be a transfer creature, presumably, because we're not yet at level 15. And I think it's level 16 or 15 is the first level since the 5th, where you don't get a transfer creature spell somewhere hidden on the level.
A new spell has been researched.
But these are options that we could have had. We could have gone and found these dungeon specials. We could have gone and acquired them and made things easier for ourselves. But to do that specifically would have been quite tricky, what with everything attacking us from so early on. So what do we have? We have a resurrect creature. We have an increased level. We have a transfer creature, and presumably another increase. No, 2 resurrects, an increase, and a transfer. Which is pretty useful if, for example, you transferred a creature and that creature died in the early assaults, or the late assault. Because, you know, these battles weren't terribly easy. Then there's a resurrect creature that you can use to get your creature back to then transfer, which is pretty nice. But that's it. Oh, and the map's all nice and blue, or whatever colour that is now, because we've discovered it all. But yeah, success, the land is yours, press space to proceed. I'll catch you guys in episode 12.
Dragon time. We set fire to this place. It's still burning with a fierce, unnatural intensity, so we can't get anywhere near it, but we're sure you'll love it, once it's cooled down a bit.
He said that with such an amazing amount of evil in his voice. Dragonfire. We set fire to this place. Tee! What a horrible bastard.